So it's always nice when somebody tries to, step into our world and tell us how we're going to be nerds, like these knuckleheads over here.
Thor. Now, you may notice something a little different. Popeye lost something. Thor has added something, a couple of them. Let's see if you can notice what they are.
Well, there's Thor on the right, of course, the famous Thor of Asgard.
The new bustier Thor on the left, because Thor is now a chick.
And it's not Thorella or Thoriella or Thorita or Thora. It's just Thor. So are we worried about gender equality so much and being so politically correct that this is what we're getting?
We have to cram a female into every male version of a character. We had this in the 70s, of course. Spider-Woman, we have Spider-Man, we had Spider-Woman. Wonder Woman, though, was an iconic character. There's no equivalency in the male world of Wonder Woman.
There's no Wonder Man?
Well, there was a Wonder Man, but not really the same thing. She was incredible. She could get you to tell the truth with her magic lasso. There's Linda Carter from the 1970s.
She looks great. It reminds me of Katy Perry now, but she's so patriotic.
Now, normally I would take this opportunity to tell you how fucking stupid you are, but since you stepped into our world, let's step into yours for a little bit. Guys?
Benghazi was the fault of the Democrats.
Hey, hey, sweet cheeks. What you wearing pants?
You know what?
What?
I quit.
When did we get a black guy on this show?
Fuck it, I quit.
Thanks for joining Fox and Friends.
Thank you, guys. And, next time you want to step into our world, just don't do it. It's SCNS Live. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a problem with that? Hey guys, welcome to the show. We got a great one for you tonight. Come on,
yeah.
Normally I'd be clapping along, but I gotta hold this mic tonight. So anyway, guys, it's a great show for you tonight. We're gonna be talking about the Creative Women's Conference. Halo Sama is gonna be joining us via Skype. We're gonna be talking about Gotham and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which one wowed us, which one didn't. I'll give you a couple of hints. But let's go ahead and get to the cast. To my left, Mr. Matt is over here.
Hey guys, what we need to fix though is not necessarily fix a mic issue with the lapel. We in fact need to get you a Price is Right one. So instead you look like Bob Barker and you're like, the price is right.
I actually like that microphone.
Welcome to SCNS Live. And you just hold it down here the entire time.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, and to my right, we got Miss Cora in the house.
Hey!
Wow, don't.
That was the whitest hey I've ever heard in my life.
And now to somebody black, we got Rob.
Stay tuned for a story about titties.
Fox and Friends.
I don't know if it can get more plural than that.
Story about titties.
Oh, God. Anyway, it's going to be a great show. Let's go ahead and get to some SCNN. Okay, so the big thing, last week was the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6s release from Apple. Of course, people were flocking to stores, and I'm sorry I didn't make it out to go crop dust those lines this year, but I had work to do. So
I'm still waiting in line right now. That is how long that line was.
And people got in line to buy their expensive iDevices. Well, apparently there was a problem with the iPhone 6s, the larger one that we got in 2012. But apparently people were finding they were putting them in their pockets, and through heat and pressure, and because it's a thin phone made out of aluminum, some were finding their phones were warping. And when they tried to correct the issue, they would end up breaking their screens. This is a $1,000 phone, and you're telling me QC missed this. However, Apple has responded, and very smugly, might I add. Tell me what you guys think about this. They said, yeah, we're responding to the iPhone 6s warping, all 9 cases of it.
Oh.
Anybody else buy that 9 cases bullshit?
Bullshit.
I think there's more.
I'm pretty sure there's more.
I was watching a video and he's like, okay, I'm going to actually see how much pressure it takes to actually bend the phone, because he was kind of like I don't think this is real. And he sat there on camera and just went, and it went, bend. It took 1 minute and it bent from just the sheer force of his hand. So he's like, yeah, just don't put it in your pocket because it's going to bend. And it's going to bend in this specific spot.
See, and iPhones, Apple has really had a hard time with iPhones because as big as the iPhone is, it's also very poorly and cheaply made. Like the materials are very, very cheaply made. So like you can just drop your phone one time and then all of a sudden your screen is shot to hell. Versus I can just drop my, GS4 right now and nothing happens.
I'd be
It's
careful
fine.
doing that because actually last week I broke my
I did.
my GS5. Rob was sitting right there. I dropped it. It fell like screen first. However,
That's what happens when you have an OtterBox.
Oh, okay.
Boom. What?
Yeah. I was telling Jason I had my phone and I misstepped on a curb. Had the phone in my hand and I actually threw it up. So my phone went flying and hit the ground. I'm like, oh great, this is cracked. Picked it up, fine. Thank you, OtterBox.
Now sponsor us.
SCNS Live, brought to you by OtterBox. OtterBox, for all your cell phone needs.
Look at Larry Donnell scoring 2 touchdowns for the Giants.
Oh my
Ugh.
God! No! We're not doing that.
It's
Anyway,
Thursday Night Football.
so one thing they did say was I've heard some reports like you were sitting wrong and don't wear tight jeans. There was also a report of a guy who was in a suit at a wedding and apparently he was sitting all day and he eventually pulled it out and he found out it's warped. So yeah, I think there's going to be more cases of this. And if a class action lawsuit comes out of all of this, Apple's screwed. But that's just me. But on to some good news, some Marvel news. Rob.
Nope.
No.
Matt.
I'm sorry, Matt's got that
He
story.
doesn't read rundowns.
No, I was looking at it. This is a live show, folks. That's what
Right.
happens.
So yeah, some news out of Marvel. Not so much. I don't know if it's so much as good news. It might be more of controversial news because Deadpool. While we all know that it's going to be coming out in February 2016. What we do know now, or potentially know now, is that Deadpool is looking to be PG-13. Now, it's not a big deal to me, honestly, because it's going to cause more people to be able to go because it's a PG-13 movie. It's more people who are going to be able to see this movie. But a lot of people are thinking that this is going to really kind of dilute Deadpool in a way. But at the same time, we had one of the screenwriters, the head screenwriters, came over and put on Twitter, we don't know yet if it's going to be rated R or PG-13. I kind of feel like that's a little bit of lip service, seeing as I can't really see a Marvel movie being rated R. Because, and you look at, how other rated R movies that were comic book movies were. You look at Watchmen. Watchmen was the highest grossing, and that was only $107 million. Versus you look at the other ones that have came out that were PG-13 or PG, a lot more money. So what do y'all guys think about Deadpool being PG-13?
Well, honestly, they get away with a lot more things with PG-13 these days. So I really wouldn't have a problem with it. You can pretty much drop an F-bomb with a PG-13 these days.
If it's in the right text.
Just one.
Okay,
Yeah.
How many does Deadpool?
Deadpool doesn't say it that often.
Okay.
He'll say it every now and then.
All right,
But
okay,
it's really
well.
just more of the gut, blood, and gore and of it all.
I'm at just do it. So
I'm-
PG-13 is fine with me.
I'm okay, and if it's anything like the test footage we saw, we're in for an amazing movie.
I'd be excited because I don't know. I just like superhero movies, and I think Deadpool would just be like this ultimate really cool movie because I just want to see how they'll handle it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be balls to the wall, random as shit is what that movie's gonna be. But what's not gonna be random as shit is actually a TV show that's gonna be coming out soon, or it's actually in development. And Rob, you've got more on that.
Yes, we do.
Prompter boy, where's the prompter boy?
Okay, so
Technical
Prompter
difficulty.
boy does not know how to do the prompter. Prompter boy.
push, don't slide, push.
So Supergirl is going to be made into a TV series, and there's more to that. For the love of God, there's more.
Wow, is it that hard? Jesus Christ. Okay, so DC wants to own TV. You know what? Just fucking stop it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay,
That was
yeah, DC wants to own superhero shows on TV. And they are coming up with, as Matt said, Supergirl. Now, they are the only channel right now that does not have their own superhero show. You've got CW with Arrow and Flash coming up, NBC with Constantine, Fox with Gotham. So now CBS has pretty much thrown their hat in and said, we want a show. So they're going to do Supergirl. People behind it are Ali Adler and Greg Berlanti.
Wow, this is kind of fun to watch.
Berlanti co-created CW's Arrow and Flash. He's also one of the executive producers behind Mysteries of Laura. He's teaming up with Adler, who works on an old show that I liked, No Ordinary Family. Will join DC Entertainment chief Jeff Johns helping develop the project. It will be all about Kara at around the age of 24 when she first starts to use her powers. Now, first Supergirl movies was the 1984 film with Helen Slater as Supergirl, starring Faye Dunaway, Peter O'Toole, and the seventh season of CW Smallville, where Laura Vandervoort played Kara, and she's now playing on Sci-Fi's Bitten as a werewolf. There is no word on when the show is supposed to be on. So, sorry about that. Things got a little bit screwed up.
Well, okay, I'm actually,
Live TV.
I'm excited about it. You know, it should be all right, and it's about time CBS threw their hat in this whole thing. And it's kind of funny that you say that DC is trying to corner the market on the TV series, because that seems to be the only thing they've been successful at lately.
Oh.
I have a problem with their splitting up all of their properties over different networks now, and they're going to run into the problem that Marvel had when they were splitting up their properties to make movies. Blade was over here, Ghost Rider was over here, Spider-Man was here, the X-Men were here. That's why they can't make a totally cohesive universe now. So
Well, they don't want to. I think that's
DC,
the reason
DC
why.
is lazy. That's why.
Well, no, the thing is, Marvel had the same problem that DC had. All their licenses were spread out with different people. And Marvel got smart, and years ago, they had their production company made, and they started to pull all these things back. Of course, a few people got the properties such as Fantastic Four, Blade, Spider-Man, X-Men. Everything else seems to have been kept with Marvel itself, which is why we have all these great movies coming out by them now. DC, all their characters are still splintered. So that's why you have this, we can't make Wonder Woman, we can't make this movie, we can't make that movie, we got to get a license for this. And when you go to people to get a license, the families, they want to put their own 2 cents in. So things get really screwed up. And when I say things about families want to put their own 2 cents in, Superman was supposed to fight a giant spider. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Now, speaking about comic books and family trying to input their own advice, our very own Cora has a story that kind of melds both of that in together.
I don't know if it deals with parents, but
University,
ah,
college.
Get
Makes
out
me
of
want to
my
go back to
shot.
school.
Sorry. I like my shot.
Jerk.
Anyways, if you go to the University of Baltimore or are planning to go to the University of Baltimore, you might be interested in this. They now have a college course on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I want to take this course, but that's also because I like movie analyzing. But what it will do is it will focus, like the purpose of it, of course, is to get students to think critically about the media. It's also to help them analyze messages they share with each other, through entertainment, things like that. And it's to discuss aspects of race, gender, class, ethics, and morality. That's awesome. Like, you get to learn all of that stuff with Marvel.
I'm all about this, actually. It makes me want to go back to school. I'm sorry. It's
Right?
It pisses me off because I graduated 4 years ago now from college, and this couldn't have been it. Couldn't have been there, really? A&M Commerce, I'm calling you out. This couldn't have been there. Marvel 101. You had to wait for big ass movies to come up,
Marvel
and then
wasn't
all
hip
of a
to it
sudden,
then.
what?
Marvel wasn't hip to it then, all right?
Give it. Fuck. Colleges for hipsters. I went
from
to
that,
an
that's serious.
ironic and small school, and you couldn't have had Marvel 101? Assholes.
I will do a
I quit.
Nobody else quit tonight.
I will give a quick shout out to UTD up here in Dallas. They do have every now and then a Miyazaki course
Motherfucker.
taught by Mark Hairston. So, here you go. And they only do it every now and then, and it's A friend of mine took that class, and she was like, "This is the best class I've ever taken." She's taken it more than once, and I hate her because I can't take that class unless I want to just drop like $1,000 just for the class, because big universities. But back to the Marvel story, it is going to be taught by Arnold T. Bloomberg. If you're trying to sign up for the class, that's the professor to look for. Just, if you can sign up for this class, just go ahead and do it. Why not? You get college credit for learning about Marvel and then learning about all this other cool stuff that will actually help you in society.
And I can
Like,
still get drunk and party.
yeah.
That's what I do.
Like, it's just all good. I mean, I don't see a downside to this. Do you guys see a downside to this?
I see a job later on laughing at me that I took that course, and how is this going to pertain to like doing anything in the real world? Because it was fucking cool. That's why.
Well, see, when they ask about it, you can say, well, everything I just listed.
That's why I'm applying for a job at Marvel.
I would have gladly given a term paper. I'll just bring in boxes of comic books. Okay, let's talk about X-Men. Bam!
But
I see a downside.
What's that?
Like I never fucking took it.
it rarely
Condescending pat.
nobody likes condescending Pat. Don't touch me. Get on the damn camera. Anyway.
But you keep getting on my camera.
Speaking of which, since I'm here now, and I don't really want to report on this story because I really like Marvel,
You posted this.
but
I try to knock you down anytime I can.
Marvel apparently is jumping a shark right now because in association with the Florida Department of Citrus, they have created an all-new hero in the Marvel Universe, and it's this guy, Captain Citrus. Who gets his powers from the sun? And
He's an orange.
Look at this costume. Apparently, the Florida Department of Citrus paid Marvel what? Chris, can you make that a little bit bigger, please? They paid Marvel $1 million to come up with this shit.
How much?
They paid $1 million for this character. For Marvel.
Florida's
Okay,
fucking crazy.
if I paid anybody $1 million to make me a superhero, and this is what they came back with, this. But yes, this is in association with the.
What does he do? Like,
I
what does he
What
do?
the superpower is?
Yeah.
Like, here, let me squirt some lemonade in your eye.
What is it? Like, too much of him around causes ulcers? Like, what is it?
Does he show up to the battlefield and Captain America goes, all right, Captain Citrus, I'm glad you're here. I'm thirsty.
Here's the problem with that statement, though. Nobody would ever say, Captain Citrus, thank God you're here.
unless they were,
unless it's like the morning time and they're like, well, shit, I've got this waffle, but what am I going to have? How about some citrus?
Captain Citrus, thank God you're here.
He's a glorified cereal box
And his
superhero.
longtime evil nemesis, fresh-made scurvy.
Hold on. I want Captain Citrus to last long enough for Deadpool to cross over with him. Give me a Deadpool crossover. This character will be worth it. It'd be like when Deadpool met Iron Fist when he still had the booties and capri pants.
Yes.
But yeah, $1 million.
Does that mean when he slices it open, he'll look like an orange on the inside?
Deadpool will have him in his teeth later on. Okay.
No, look, I just want to point out one more thing. He gets his powers from the sun. He has that costume. Here's bad mistake number one. Go look up Superman Quest for Peace. Look at that guy's costume and how he got his powers.
Oh, God. So, Marvel, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but it had to be done. It had to be done.
We got to knock him down if we're going to lift him up.
Matt, please give me something good here.
So a little less funny. So there's actually going to be a video game museum coming to Frisco. It was actually once a traveling museum that was kind of going from city to city as like different conventions. But this is actually going to be stable location in Frisco showing pretty much the history of video games in general. Now, they're only going to be at the Frisco Discovery Center, and this is kind of a small arena for them. They're looking to just be there in April and then earn enough money to kind of become, a much bigger, get a bigger building. So for now, they're only going to show off maybe like a limited amount of the stock that they have, but eventually, they're going to go to a bigger place and they're going to have everything video game-wise there. Now, if you're wondering, why have a video game museum, which is ridiculous? Why are you wondering that? The reason being is because you have so much. I mean, this has kind of become a new culture sort of thing. And one of the biggest things is you have games like that one that was, Flappy Bird. You have that one where it was so huge and so many people loved it and it was such a great game. And then all of a sudden the creator was like, I don't want it anymore, and then just cut it. And now that data's gone. Well, if there wasn't a video game museum, nobody would ever know it existed.
Some would argue that might be a good thing. I know a lot of people threw their phones or devices they downloaded it on because they couldn't get past. Like they would get to like 99 points, and then someone would knock them, and then they'd get so angry they'd just go Rah! And like break everything.
I'm sorry, how'd they go? Okay, good. Captain Citrus.
I'll get you, Captain Citrus.
By the way, did you see what I titled it as?
The Summer Soldier.
I write little titles next to our stories. So this one I wrote Captain Citrus, the Summer Soldier.
And if you don't believe us,
Oh God, nobody can see.
Nobody can
No, it gets all
The
white.
white balance is all screwed up.
But yes. So
that's
again,
nice.
the Frisco Video Game Museum, the biggest of its kind, the only one of its kind, is going to be starting in April at the Frisco Discovery Center.
And we're going.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
We're going.
We're gonna
We're
go.
going. We're totally
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we can move on without touching on this last story because I know Rob is super
Oh
excited
God.
about talking
Yeah,
about
we
it.
really got to do this.
We really have to
He
do
did.
this.
He did promise us this story.
He did. He led up to it. So Rob, take it away.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's just get through this. Come on.
I saw this story and all the blood rushed out of my head, and I was like, this is real. This chick here, Jasmine Tridevil, apparently went to.
Why is she called Tri-Devil?
Rob, can you point to it again? I like how you did. Okay. There we go.
Right there. Those fucking sweet, luscious memories.
Can it
Anyway.
get any more plural than that? Is there
She said she went to 50 different surgeons to have this third breast implanted because she wanted to make herself unattractive to men and get a reality show. She spent $20,000 to have this freaking boob put in, and they couldn't find the nipple out of anywhere, so she had one tattooed on, is what she said. Luckily, Linda was the first one to say, this is BS. And I was like, no, goddammit, no, it's got to be real. I want to go to the strip club she works in, but she's not a stripper. She's actually a massage therapist down in good old Florida.
Home of Captain Citrus.
and apparently low moral plastic surgeons, but anyway.
So we come to find out just 2 days later, yes, it's all fake. It's unreal. People tried. She lifted it up and showed it to some reporters, and when they tried to, verify, they wanted her to lift it up and all that.
Did they try to grope
She
her?
was like, no, they didn't try to. They told her to lift it up,
Oh, okay.
but she wouldn't do that. And then they find out that she had lost some luggage at Fort Lauderdale coming back from a trip. And some of the missing items included, it was the bag itself. Get to this. A nylon roller bag, 3 pair of stiletto heels, miscellaneous paperwork with her name on it, a hairbrush, and 3 breast prostheses. TCs.
Desai?
TCI.
T-side.
3 fake titties, which is what she was wearing. So, nice try. You ain't getting a reality show, but damn it, I'm gonna go watch Total Recall.
Check out them titties.
That was possibly I don't know. I got nothing, really. I saw this story. I think I posted, when you put that up, I said, I don't want to live on this planet anymore, and I'm leaving. Who's coming with me? Chris is like, you got room on the spaceship. So anyway. All right, guys, well, that's been SCNN, but we're going to go ahead and move into channel control. Now, the new shows debuting this week that were big on our radars were Gotham and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't see Gotham. Who saw Gotham again?
Yeah, Rob and I both saw Gotham.
Yeah, I watched Gotham.
Well, let's go ahead and get that out of the way right now.
Yeah, you seem like you're really like looking forward to us like deconstructing it.
Hey, look, I'm not saying anything except that this is a bad idea, and I said it. I said it when we talked about Gotham. I said, why wouldn't we just get Gotham PD that exists within the actual universe that Batman exists in, not teenage Bruce Wayne with problems or whatever age he is. That show was stupid, okay? It wasn't stupid. Okay, it wasn't stupid.
You can't knock it before you try
Okay,
it.
you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so, yeah, Gotham came on, I believe it was Monday, right? Yeah, it was Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday on Fox, and, I watched it. Yeah, it wasn't something that was going to blow me away. It's an interesting show. I think it is. You can kind of, but it's kind of more of a crime drama. It's a crime drama mixed in the DC universe, the Batman universe. And, I thought it was pretty good. I liked the guy who played Jim Gordon, and, you could really feel the conviction coming from him. And
he's been playing a cop on Southland for the past couple of years.
That's very
I don't know
true,
if it's on,
actually.
but
that's true. He knows how to play a
He's
cop.
playing the same freaking character, though.
Yeah.
So
I liked him. We both agreed that we liked
Donald Logue. Playing Harvey Bullock, probably the best thing of that whole show.
Yeah, he was very good. Very good. Because he played like this skeezy, crime, just paid off cop. And he didn't want anything to do with anything. Like, he just wanted his life to be easy. And all of a sudden, you got this rookie coming in, or I don't know if he's a rookie, but, this Jim Gordon coming in, basically throwing his world upside down, and now he's got to deal with shit.
Yeah, I mean, Harvey didn't even, when he found it was Thomas and Martha Wayne, he was like, oh, I don't want this case. Let Major Crimes get it.
Yeah.
But Jim Gordon is already talking to the kids, so Major Crimes is like, oh, that's your case. You take it.
Now, that's something that kind of leads into what I was saying or what I was about to get to, is that they introduced a lot of this stuff very quickly. Like, I didn't expect for them to introduce Bruce Wayne as fast as they did with the killing of his parents. But I did kind of like the segue. That's kind of where the story begins, is that this crime happens, and now you got to find out, okay, who done it, sort of thing.
We actually have a comment from the chat from a good friend of ours. He wanted to be on the show, but we didn't have time to get him set up. But Mr. BC, who's been a guest on the show before.
What's up, BC?
What's up, BC?
He had a comment on Gotham. Corey, you got that?
I do. I am now the voice of BC.
That's weird.
All right, then.
I gotta say, I hate pilots and expected to hate Gotham, but I found it to be incredible. I love the premise and look forward to the stories.
Now,
You are out of your damn mind. You come down here. I will give.
This is BC we're talking about.
Wait. Oh, sorry, man. I lost my head.
Calm down there. Now, I'm glad he liked it, but to me, it was like, I didn't think that it was the best thing ever. But then again, that's me. I don't like pilots, and I'm kind of like you're the same as you. It's like, my expectations are never very high for pilots, so I didn't go into it thinking it was going to be anything, and I didn't leave thinking it was really huge. But I did like it, and it's something I will watch weekly. But one thing I kind of have to knock it on is the fact that I feel like they introduced too much in one episode. Because everybody that they were starring as, you had Bruce Wayne, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Penguin, Jim Gordon, all these people, they introduced them all in the first episode. So to me, it was like you could have waited, kind of simmer, kind of slowly get there, and then eventually it's like, boom, holy shit, everybody's here. Now, there is one thing that I kind of wanted to touch on. I don't know if you noticed this, because you said you watched this 4 times.
Yeah. A
lot of people are wondering if the comedian who was talking, at that bar, if that was the Joker.
I honestly don't know. He seemed way too timid
Well, that's, I mean,
But the thing is, I mean, whatever happened to Joker drove him mad. But,
right.
I mean,
Joker
it's just,
before, like if you ever read, which one? The Killing Joke.
Killing Joke.
Yeah, he's very
my favorite one.
yeah. If you ever read The Killing Joke, before he becomes the Joker, he's very just like, yeah, okay,
but he was a low-level thug.
Yeah.
He wasn't a comedian.
But he was a comedian.
Was he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was a comedian.
Yeah, we have to he was actually a comedian who got roped into helping out some mob guys do something. But he was strictly just a stand-up comedian who was not that good.
So you look at a stand-up comedian in a thug bar.
Well, yeah, that may fit.
All right.
That may very well fit.
That one was kind of the little bit of Easter egg that I kind of liked about that.
BC has another comment. Well, first, Rob, he wants to let you know he's on his way.
I gotta go.
But he also said it definitely had its issues, but as far as pilots went, I liked it.
Cool. And I hope I want to hear his comments whenever he finally catches up.
Well,
to
you know, there's still a lot of things I don't like about it. The one thing I really hate was when Gordon is sitting there talking to Bruce, and it's almost like he's giving up. He puts his badge down. He's like, you know what, I'm done. Whatever. I can't. We found the guy, but it's not the guy, so I have to go back out and find him. And you know, I just blah blah blah.
No,
But you can't say anything, so I can keep doing my job.
I disagree with that. I disagree that it was him giving up. I see it more as it was a gesture. Kind of like, look, we fucked up. This is what's going on. I want you to please give me the opportunity, forgive me. I'm going back out there. I'm going to do this. And the guy was like, and Bruce was like, cool. I want to see him again one day.
Well, then go there and tell the kid what happened, but don't leave your future in this kid's hands and tell him, okay, but if I keep going out there to find this guy, you can't say a word. You just got to shut up, and everything I told you, I'm just telling you because, I want you to know the truth.
Can we?
I do like the kid who played Bruce Wayne, though. I do like him because he was very much like, he went crazy at the beginning, and when his parents died.
Yeah.
But then when all of a sudden, he's just sitting there and he's been with Alfred, which Alfred was awesome. I liked Alfred a lot.
Yeah, Alfred was about to kick Commissioner Gordon's ass.
Alfred was like,
everyone else in the show.
He was about to kick Bruce Wayne's ass at some point. But like he's just sitting there and he says, he said, oh, well that's good. I want to find him. I want to meet him someday too. And I'm like, oh shit, Batman's coming. Batman's coming.
Going back to the Joker
Yeah.
thing about the comedy club and everything, BC also wanted to let us know, from what I've heard, there are going to be numerous references to Joker to make the audience go, is this Joker? So it may be or it may not be.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
So
I didn't know that, but thank you. Yeah, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
Get back on the show.
let's go ahead and
Talk about something good.
That's not true.
Let's talk
Okay,
about
you're
something
still-
great.
No, there is one other thing I liked about Gotham. The Kingsman trailer. I want all of you to know
Something that
that.
has nothing to do with the show. Nice.
Okay, let's talk about another show. Came
Yes,
on a couple
let's
days
go.
later.
Yes.
Okay. It was also a good show.
It was a great show. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back for
It,
season 2.
it wasn't that good.
Agents
Come
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
on.
is back, baby. The
He gets-
agents are
like,
back.
seriously, he gets flaccid for DC, but gets a huge on boner
Oh,
for
yeah,
a Marvel.
Damn about
He's like, come on, Marvel, just give it to me. Just put it in. Just put it in.
Hey! Anyway,
Wow.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. debuted, of course, Tuesday night to a pretty good rating. I think they did pretty well.
I don't know
But,
the numbers on that.
Of course, we're getting back to the agents there on the run. I really liked the episode. I like the characters are back. However, man, are we doing spoilers? Are we doing spoilers?
Yeah, I put
he
the
already
thing, I put the
posted
thing
it.
earlier.
Is
Where
it
there's gonna be
just
spoilers.
me or Coulson went back to old Coulson? Like cold as shit Coulson.
Yeah, Coulson
Oh,
went back
yeah.
to like first Iron Man.
Yeah.
Just like, come here, do this, sit over here. Bam! Okay, let's go.
And just and the fact that, like, you knew that he didn't really talk to the team much anymore. He kind of stayed in his room. He called anybody who he wanted, or he went to a different base. I kind of liked that. I liked it.
The thing is, the only person he talks to now is May.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
though-
he did talk to
even-
Sky, but it was like
yeah,
brief.
well, Sky was like, will I ever get to see him, or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
May's
Well,
the
we
only
did
person
see
that gets
at
to
the end of the season, Coulson was kind of acting weird. He was painting all the stuff on the walls, the Kree code. That is Kree. So we still don't know what's going on in him. We got another long-term storyline to figure out with
what's
that.
also interesting is that Sky is now reading that stuff as well, if you saw that. And now the stuff with Fitzsimmons, though, that's kind
Did
of.
anybody catch that until the end? I mean, that was kind of
No,
a short-
I
No, I
didn't
had
see
no
that
idea.
at all.
I felt bad for him,
Yeah,
man.
for Fitz, I mean, man,
Oh.
that's rough. Because, I mean, he's got a full-on Sixth Sense stuff going on
He's just
right
like
now.
the crazy guy sitting over in the corner that they're just kind of just let him do stuff over there.
Yeah.
Just I felt bad for how they were
I
kind of
did
treating
too.
him. However, I actually became attached to the 3 new characters with Lucy Lawless and the other 2 agents.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh, yeah.
then-
You became attached
We,
to them?
we,
And
we,
then
broke,
I-
we broke the story earlier about Lucy Lawless is going to be it.
Yeah.
And then I guess I shouldn't have because
Not
holy crap.
It was very action-packed, and I really liked that about this episode, and it followed the story very well.
and I love the addition of Crusher Creel, the absorbing man.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
cool.
Coming in there.
I'm glad they put another actual Marvel villain in there.
Somebody with some
Not like-
powers.
yeah.
And it looked good.
And someone that didn't get defeated.
This
Somebody
is-
that won.
Oh yeah, he's definitely
yeah,
going to
he
be
won
making a
big
return
time.
appearance.
Yeah. And that's
However-
the thing, like, a lot of these times in these, like, shows, I mean, really, unless, if they're, like, a big actor, they're gonna kind of go on. But, like, if they're a smaller actor, like this guy, they kind of die or they get caught in the first episode and then you never see him ever again. And I kind of like that it was, like, a change of pace because S.H.I.E.L.D. lost.
The thing that I'm anticipating is that Crusher Creel is he's definitely powered, he's strong, got a lot of abilities. How are they going to counter this? Because they didn't do a very good job of it. So I know we got Mockingbird is eventually coming to the series,
Yeah.
but they need somebody with powers to counteract Crusher Creel. So
Yeah.
who's coming? Who's coming? Who's going to be the one that we just go, oh my God, it's so-and-so. What hero are they going to use?
Well, S.H.I.E.L.D. is rebuilding, and
And
in
Coulson
the
has made
comics,
all these contacts.
They still have Deathlock. He's out there.
He's out there somewhere. But who can take on Crusher Creel? The Absorb Man has gone head-to-head with Thor.
Yeah,
So-
well, Absorb Man was made to fight Thor.
So they need a powerhouse, and I'm anxious to see who it's going to be. Maybe it needs to be Luke Cage. I'm just saying. Anyway, just throwing that out there. We got a Luke Cage series, you know. They got a good
they already got
lead-in,
his series. They ain't putting him in.
but
well,
we need a
I don't
lead-in
know.
for it.
I
Okay.
don't know.
What?
Maybe it'll be Iron Fist.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take Danny Rand too. Yeah.
Hey, maybe it'll be Hawkeye. Oh, wait, he doesn't have powers. He's useless.
Oh God! No! Why you
What are we doing? What are we doing? We're fighting you? We're
Yeah,
fighting?
we're fighting.
We're fighting?
We're fighting.
Oh, I'm on 2 cameras. Dude, this is terrible.
Anyway,
This is a bad
Maybe
idea.
it'll be French McSnarvy.
Hold on. I
maybe
think
it'll be Captain Citrus.
Please let it be
Captain
Captain
Citrus.
Citrus.
Hello there. I'm here to fight the absorbing man, and he will absorb my vitamin C.
I'm waiting for someone just to shoot Captain.
Oh! Florida's natural. I just want,
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
get shot in orange juice kind of splurt out. Oh no!
Hold on. He gets shot, orange juice comes out and sprays in the eyes of the villain. And that's how he gets defeated. It's in my eyes. It burns.
Oh, this is a terrible idea. Oh god! I got ulcers in my eyes.
Or just Coulson looks at him. Who the hell is that guy?
No.
May kill him. Okay. I'm sorry.
He makes breakfast.
Put him in the cage with Ward. Quickly.
Ward
So,
finds a way to kill himself.
I thought Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was great. I'm waiting to see more. I'm down.
I liked it, and I like whenever series kind of go into episodic, whenever they follow the same story, and I like that they're doing that right now. So I think that's about it for channel control.
Well, we were going to do, I'm sorry there's no picks from the rack this week. I screwed it up twice and actually gave up. But I do want to go ahead and bring on our special guest this evening. Well, you want me to do picks from the rack? You want me to do it, really?
Because
Okay,
I already promoted that we're doing picks from
okay,
the rack.
fine. Well, I kind of have a hard time doing it this
Do
week.
it.
So, all right. Because I got this microphone in my hand. So, okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Rob. That's very nice of you. Okay, so picks from the rack this week. Of course, one of my books is, by the way, DC, until you get your universe together, you ain't getting any more of my money. No more. Until y'all fix things, I'm not buying anything else. That's it. I'm completely done. This Futures in crap needs to end. Thank you. Anyway, moving on. So picks from this week are going to be IDW G.I. Joe #1. I really like this book because it's actually more a political military story, which is how G.I. Joe would really operate because it probably takes a lot of money to operate G.I. Joe. So this is a good book. We didn't see a lot starting up, but G.I. Joe's in trouble. And it's Cobra has actually united with another country. So really good book to pick up. If you're looking for something more of a political theater and there's going to be some action later on, pick up G.I. Joe #1. So
Do they blame Obama being a
no,
Cobra Commander?
we don't do that. No, we
He's
don't.
not Cobra Commander? Okay, all right.
Next one. Something I'm actually excited over. Ooh, I'm just messing up comic books. Anyway, Edge of the Spider-Verse #3. This is actually a different person that becomes Spider-Man, and it takes place in the 70s. This awesome costume here. Actually, Chris, I had some images. I don't know if you got them or not. Okay, Edge of the Spider-Verse #3. It's in the 70s. It's a character, Aaron Aikman has taken the mantle of Spider-Man, and he's actually improved on the design. Not only does he have the powers, but he actually has a powered suit. It's a good book. It wasn't as clean of an ending as the other two, but I'm still going to watch this because I'm thinking there's going to be a big army of Spider-Man. So, yeah, that's my next pick. Honorable mention is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy #19. Continue on with Original Sin. We've got Star-Lord confessing some stuff that he did. Also, this book gives us an inkling of what happened to the original Nova, Richard Rider. You know Richard Rider? You know Richard Rider? Richard Rider? Oh, it's a, never mind. Anyway.
Do you mean Dick Ryder?
There we go. The most tragic name in comics. And, of course, my best pick this week was Deadpool #35. Deadpool's got his daughter. It's actually a different take on Deadpool, which still has the humor of Deadpool, and he's fighting Dracula in this because in the marriage he married Dracula's, in the marriage of Deadpool, he married Dracula's pretty much betrothed, so he's a little pissed at him. But it's got the humor. There's nothing really big. It's just a solid Deadpool issue. So, yeah. My picks this week are pretty much IDW and Marvel. DC, Troubleshooting 101. Go back to what worked and then go from there. I'm Jason the X.
Welcome back to the commercial break.
Well, okay. We didn't have the cuts like I do on Picks from the Rack. Okay. So now I would love, this weekend we're going to the Creative Women's Conference. We're ringing up Miss Halo Sama right now.
I'll be honest, whenever I heard about the Creative Women's Conference, very weird name for a convention, by the way, because I've heard about the Creative Women's Conference, and I was like, it's a feminist movement. Why are we going to this? It's going to be a lot of women wearing
We're
pink
welcome
and like
to.
those like giant hats, you know? I think those are red hats or something like that.
The Red Hat Society?
Yeah, I thought it was like
Red
the
Hat Society?
I thought it was like we were going to like the Red Hat Society, and all of a sudden I saw like a flyer for it. I'm like, oh, this is okay, got it.
I would
actually-
also like to point out that the Red Hat Society is not feminist at all.
See, she just schooled you.
I wouldn't know.
But later,
I would like
if
to
I don't
say
know the
that
Creative Women's Conference, I'm not going to know what the Red Hat Society does.
I would like to say the last statements are in no way, anyway, the
listen to him trying to be
feelings
innocent
and
over here.
beliefs of SCNS Live.
please.
This is all Matt saying.
But ladies
Please,
and
you
gentlemen,
know I didn't mean it.
our special guest this evening from Show Enough Studios, Miss Halo Sama. Halo, what's up, baby?
Woo!
We miss you.
Yeah, now Halo can actually school me on this. You know, Halo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
And
she
we
can hear
can't,
us, but we can't
but
hear
we
her.
can't hear her. That's
You can't hear me?
Oh, I just heard her barely.
Barely heard
Can you
her.
hear me now?
I don't know if the chat can hear her, but hang on a second here.
Can you hear us?
Ah!
Can you hear
Okay.
us now?
Halo, can you hear? Can we get something from you, Halo?
I've got my mic on.
And we can't hear her at all.
I have the mic on.
No, it's not going to be our mic, Chris. It's
This
going to
is
be
whenever
hers.
we need like one of those slates that comes up and says, "Sorry, technical difficulties."
No, it should be on.
Excuse us for a moment. Yeah, that is the flyer for the Creative Women's Conference. That's what actually, it looks really cool. I love the picture of it. Guys, what can you say about this?
I love the design of it a lot because it's the, we can do it, Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah, Rosie the Riveter, who's a ethnic Rosie the Riveter, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, okay,
Yeah,
I love that.
that's pretty cool, right?
And she made it cute as hell. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, with the big red bow with the polka dots.
Now, who drew that?
Hello, can you hear? Can we hear
Halo
you?
Sama drew it.
Halo Sama drew it.
Halo
Look at
Sama drew
that.
it.
Look how gorgeous that was. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Now the Creative Women's Conference. Now, have you taken a look at any of the guests that were on there so far?
I did, and I forgot every single one of them.
Oh no.
I'm horrible with names.
Oh,
as you guys, just in case you guys didn't know that, I'm terrible with names. It actually took me quite a few weeks to know that you were Rob and you were Matt.
It's not hard names.
I know. That's the point.
Good lord. Well, okay, so
Didn't
you're.
I give you the little thing from me? I'm like, stick him up. I'm robbing you. Just remember my name.
Yeah, I just say I'm Matt because that's literally the most generic name ever. So,
But
okay,
anyway.
all right. So the Creative Women's
What?
Conference, you're actually going to be attending a panel with Miss Halo Sama.
Yes.
Now, what panel is this?
This will be Women of the Web.
Ah.
So it'll be women on the internet, and it's actually going to be just us, I believe.
Okay, guys,
Unless I am wrong. I could be wrong.
I think I got a little something here, but we're going to go ahead and mute us and bring Halo up. So, Chris, can you turn up the...
Goodbye.
Okay, Halo, can you hear us better now? We can hear you now. Okay, let's just... There might be a little bit of sound... there might be a little bit of buzz right now, but Halo, thank you for joining us this evening.
Yay! Now, Halo, we have to say already, just first and foremost, we're really excited about the Creative Women's Conference, and we love the flyer. Now, you showed up the flyer just a few minutes ago, and am I correct in saying you drew this, right?
I love the design. You can hear me just fine, right, Halo? Halo, you can hear me? Oh, wait a minute. Was it me? Oh, there we go. Oh, my mic was off. Sorry. I'm working technical issues behind the board. Okay, so Halo, give us a rundown of what's happening. You've been heavily promoting the Creative Women's Conference today, and we were sharing your picture and everything that's going on. Yeah, what do you have drawn on your hand? What's on your hand?
That's amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was me because I bent down. Okay, so tell us about the lineup this weekend for the Creative Women's Conference. You on chat. Hang on a second.
Technical difficulties.
She's coming through there. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that, everybody.
It happens.
Okay, so once again, tell us about the lineup for Creative Women's Conferences this weekend.
Okay. Now, I did have everybody's names memorized, but I just made a bunch of food for a bunch of kids, so now I've forgotten everybody's names. But I do know, like, Aaliyah from Aaliyah in a Box, which is a really awesome webcomic that I'm kind of, like, a really huge fan of. She's going to be there. And then Kristen McGuire is a voice actor, and she's also from, she does her own comics. She writes and draws her own comics I think it's called Enchanted, and like her site's like Chris Comics. And then we have people from Edge and Films. Edge and Films is one of the sponsors. And the other sponsor is More Fun Comics and Games, which if you been to Denton or live around Denton, then you know in the Denton Square, that's where all the cool stuff is. And that's where the comics and games is. So after the show, like around like 6:30, 7 o'clock, we're all going to be hanging out there after the show. Well, not me. I'll probably have to go straight home, but everybody else will be. And then the other cool thing is that the first 50 people that show up through the door get a really cool bag of swag, just like a bunch of cool free stuff that just everybody's like donated or sponsored or whatnot. And so that's awesome. And then we have like 12 panels or something. The first one being like Women of the Web, which is like me and Hannah, which is really cool.
When did we let her start doing stuff?
What?
When did we let Hannah start doing stuff?
Excuse you.
I'm sorry. That was wrong of me. Anyway, okay, so you guys have a panel, but also this event is free, right?
It's absolutely free, and we're giving you stuff for free. So you have like literally no excuse to like not show up, unless you're working or whatever.
Okay, so since it is a creative women's conference and you have been awesome doing interviews with us in the past, I think this is pretty much you and Hannah's show this weekend, huh?
Well, I figure it would be cool to have creative women interviewing creative women, you know? I mean, it makes sense. It's a creative women's conference. And then we did get a question recently on the Facebook group for Creative Women's Conference. Yes, all the guests and everything are women. It's to educate you that there's like, that women are really cool. We have like lots of stuff that we do. But it doesn't mean that only women are invited. It's not like ladies' night, Tuesday night, free shots at the bar. It's like everybody's invited. We want to inspire everybody. We love it. Guys, men, boys, whatever. I mean, if you're a dad, actually, I have a friend who's a comic artist who's a dad. He lives in Oklahoma. He is driving from Oklahoma all the way up here to bring his daughter just to inspire her. So what's your excuse for not showing up?
Well, I don't think I have an excuse. I'm definitely going to be there just because, well, I mean, I do want to see what it's about. I want to meet people. It is a con. It's free to attend. It makes sense to go.
There's also going to be a panel by, I can't remember the lady's name, but she's doing a panel about Kickstarter because she actually kickstarted her own, she's a fashion designer, so she kickstarted her own vegan handbag business. And, like, she's done, like, cross promotions with PETA and stuff like that. So there's some, like, really big deal people. There's some like choreographers, like dance instructors, there's business execs and people that will, there's like a panel that's showing you how to, like, you know, run a small business, or like how to get like tax IDs, like all that stuff that's like kind of hard to figure out how to do on your own. We have a class there. I mean, there's like people that have like a or makerspace where they have like all the stuff that they've made. I'm bringing paintings. I know that a lot of people are bringing just like toys and sundries and just all kinds of stuff that they've made. So I mean, it's everything. And we're giving away some free comics too, thanks to more fun games and comics and games.
Speaking of things to buy, is there any chance that we're going to be able to buy that Deadpool print of Draw Me Like Your French Girls? I think I need that for my wall in here.
Actually, I'm revamping the online store. I've been working on it, but because I've been having some flare-ups with the sickness, I've kind of like been behind. But that should be up on our store. I'm hoping by next week. But yeah, because we're revamping like the whole online store thing. We're going to start going through another person to actually do the online printing for us, so that it definitely gets where it's going on time. Because we suck at shipping things out sometimes.
Okay, last but not least, where is the Creative Conference and when is it happening? Oh, I put her on the spot.
It's in the Denton Public Library.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, numbers. If one of you guys has internet there, but but it's like the Denton Public Library. I mean, it opens, I want to say, I believe it's like 11, because our first panel of the day, which is the Women of Web or whatever, it's starts at 11:30. So I believe the doors open at 11. So.
Okay,
Free
I was kind of
library.
I was kind of cheating there because we had your wonderful artwork and we just showed that so everybody could see it. I just wanted to mess with you. Halo, we miss you, and next time we want you in studio to talk to us. Aw, she loves us. Aw. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Halo Sama of Show Enough Studios.
Bye, Halo.
We'll
Thank
see you this
you.
weekend.
All right, we had a question from.
We did? Oh.
Yeah, from Mapleberry. She wanted to know what the shield was on the back of this comic book.
It's a toy.
Yeah, it's just toys.
Somebody
Yeah,
actually
how about
wanted-
that?
There we go. It's just
It's
sharing
just
Marvel
a
with your children.
Advertisement for buying little toys. The Captain America shield is something that has a little gun on it or whatever.
Mapleberry,
This
that's a
fucking light in here is horrible. But anyway, yeah, that's all it was.
Mapleberry is a new chatter there. Welcome, Mapleberry.
I know who Mapleberry is.
You do?
You
Yeah.
all should know who Mapleberry is.
Who's Mapleberry?
She's the one that won your headphones.
Oh, how are you enjoying those headphones, by the way? Anyway, I hope
By
hope
the
you
time
appreciate that.
By the time this show ends, you'll get your answer.
Yeah, the delay will catch it. So, Anyway, I guess it's time for us to go ahead and close this puppy out, unless you got
Great
something
segue.
else.
No, that's it.
What?
Let's
not
all crowd
pro.
in on a camera.
Now, there is one thing that I would love if, actually, Cora, you've got stuff going on. You actually had a preview last night, but every weekend you've got an event you're planning, right? Or not you're planning, but you're a part of right now. So
That's
why don't
right.
you go ahead and plug it?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it. Last night we had our preview night at Dark Hour. Look at that, right on my boobs. So you guys should be seeing it all show. Dark.
She said.
Too easy. Too easy.
No, I got it.
Oh.
Also, I really thought you were going to say there were words because you were
What?
staring at the boobs.
No.
Come on, buddy.
No.
Do better.
Anyways,
Okay.
getting back on track. Dark Hour Haunted House. It's located in Plano, Texas, and it is something that you guys should come out to. We're going to be open every Friday and Saturday from this weekend until the weekend of October 31st, which is Halloween. So we will be open on Halloween and the day after. So you guys should come out. I mean, the show was great. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. I'm a little biased, but the show was absolutely wonderful. We had a few people come through for the media. Will you stop touching me?
Nope.
And they seemed to enjoy it. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. So come on out. Tickets are $26, but if you look around the area, I'm pretty sure that there's somewhere that has like the little $3 off coupon stuff. I know that we've been tossing those places.
All right.
I just come out. And if you happen to miss this show, which shame on you if you do, there will be another show at Christmas. We do year-round stuff. So if you miss this show, which you shouldn't, you have another chance to come see our.
All right, cool. Well, let's bring it
let's
on
see if we
in
got
over
this
here.
all set. We don't. Hold on.
All right, so I guess I'll be the test dummy here. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week on another fine and new episode of SCNS Live. Go ahead and go into our YouTube channel at youtube.com/theUntitledSCNS. And then you can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SCNS Live.
And also, we are raising money again this year for Cook Children's Hospital through Extra Life. We desperately need you guys' money. Not for us, because I've gotten a couple of emails that said, what are we getting out of it? We're getting nothing out of it. We get nothing out of it. We are raising money strictly for Cook Children's Hospital. And there's one other thing.
However, if you
What
do
the
screw
hell
up
is
and
this?
send us money, we're buying beer.
We will buy beer with it.
Just saying.
And, of course, we do have some stretch goals, and I'm willing to embarrass myself once again this year if we reach our first goal. I am commissioning a Sailor Mars costume that I will wear live on the show if we meet our first goal. Should we meet our second goal of, what did we say, 2,500? 2,500?
I think it was something like that.
I believe
2,500, I will wear it to a con. Get off me. And I'll do
A
interviews.
big con.
It'll be all
And
con.
the next one will be all con.
It'll be all con. So I will work on a Saturday, do interviews, and do our job in that. At 5,000.
He's wearing it to work.
No, that's 10,000.
Is it?
5,000, I'll make a video of me dancing and singing the Sailor Moon theme song and put it on YouTube.
I didn't know about that part. Oh
And
my God.
10 grand, I'll wear it for a shift at my job. So,
And there will be pictures and video.
So that's what I'm willing to do. All we're asking for you is give us, $10, $20.
Whatever you can.
Whatever you can.
No,
It's for Cook Children's Hospital.
don't give us. Give the kids.
Yeah, it's just through us. And we feel a sense of accomplishment as well. So
That's right. Now, guys, go ahead and check out Cinlinks.com, also the Father Gamer podcast, and
Eric!
these GoFundMe as well. So definitely, guys, gotta go check out that. We're also we're doing a recap video every week. We've been talking about it last week, but we're gonna be doing a recap video, the top stories from Cinlinks.com. So we're gonna be doing that after this, and then that'll be posted on Friday. So you're gonna want to check that out as well. Also, I've got a Madden review on Cinlinks.com too.
there is,
You should
and
check
there's
it
also
out.
some Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls that I've been playing, and that game is actually pretty good. It's a little predictable if you ever played Heavy Rain, a little bit like that, but it's still pretty good.
Cool.
Good story.
And I've got some higher level gameplay of Destiny coming up soon. So follow me on Twitter at JasonTheX. Follow SCNS Live at SCNS Live on Twitter. And go like us on Facebook, facebook.com/SCNS Live.
That's right, guys. And join us next week, same time, same place, youtube.com/TheUntitledSCNS for an all-new episode of SCNS Live. And, of course, keep on nerding!